In this video, we will be installing the Flexco EZP1 Precleaner. Before starting the installation, we will confirm that we have all of the cleaner components, the mounting bolt kit, the IOM packet, and all of the required tools. Then once the conveyor is physically locked and tagged out, we can begin the installation. The first step when installing an EZP1 Precleaner is to measure the total pulley diameter, including the lagging and the belt. To do so, we can use our level and extend lines from our shaft to measure our shaft diameter. Here, the shaft is 2 1/2 inches. Now we need to measure from the shaft to the outermost surface of the belt. Here the measurement is 9 1/2 inches. We need to double that measurement and then add our shaft to get the total pulley diameter. This is our total pulley diameter. Now we need to round this number up and refer to our dimensional chart in the IOM. Referring to the IOM with a 22-inch pulley diameter, the X dimension will be 10 3/4 inches. The Y dimension will be 9 inches. And the C dimension will be 14 inches. Now, using these coordinates, we can lay out our pole location. We need to know the center of our shaft because that's our reference point. So, we can do just as we did before, transfer lines down from our shaft and mark the center point. Here, 1 1/4 inches, half of the shaft. Now, from this point out will be our X dimension, being 10 3/4 inches. From the center line out, 10 3/4 inches. Now we can draw a plumb line, and this will be our X dimension. Knowing that half of our shaft is 1 1/4 inch, we can measure down our Y dimension, 9 less half of the shaft. That would be 1 1/4 shy of 9 inches, so 7 3/4 inches. From here, we can draw a level line. This will be our Y dimension. The intersection of these two lines will be our C dimension, which should be 14 inches. Less half of the shaft, so 12 3/4 plus half of the shaft equals 14 inches. We are correct. Using the template provided in the packet, we can lay out our pole location and bolt holes. Now that we've got our mounting steel installed and the holes burned out for our cleaner and the bolt holes, we're ready to install our mounting plates. On this side, we're going to install the tensioner, so we're going to leave the 2 bottom bolt holes open for now. Also, want to line up our notches with the crosshairs that we've drawn earlier for our coordinates. We'll tighten this side down, leaving the off side loose so we can adjust our pole if we need to get the blade to hit flush across the belt. Now that we've got our plates installed, we're ready to insert the pole. Now once we've got the pole installed, we're going to put the blade on. We're going to center it. An inch here. Once we've got it centered, we can use our pole lock collar on the off side to lock it in place. During this step, we also want to check to make sure our blade is hitting flush across the front of the belt. See, it was a little too close, maybe in a little further. Now we're going to tighten the offside mounting plate. And once we've got that secured, we can let the blade rotate back down. For the EZP1, as it's shipped from the factory, the tensioner setup will be set up for a left-hand side, or as you're facing the pulley, the left side of the conveyor. That's how the tensioner is set up. We've got an obstruction on that side, so we're going to flip the tensioner to a right side setup. To do that, we'll need to loosen the locking nut on the back, thread out the bolt, flip our purple bracket, and reassemble. Once we've done that, we can assemble the tensioner further by placing the torque arm on, the bushings into our spring, spring onto the threaded rod, the flat washer, and the adjusting nuts. Now we're set up for a right-hand side tensioner. Now, on this side, we're going to install the spring tensioner. Once we've got the tensioner installed, we're going to rotate the blade back up. Make sure that we're tight against our pole lock on that side. We want to have about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of threads exposed above these nuts. Pull our torque arm up against the spring and lock it in place. Once we've locked that in place, the blade's stationary, we can get our fasteners tight and go to adjust the cleaner. Now we'll get our sticker from our IOM packet. It shows our spring length chart. Here we have a 34-inch blade, silver springs, so our length should be 5 3/8 inch. We're going to measure from the top of our torque arm to the top of the washer. Now that we've got 5 3/8, we'll lock down our jam nut. Now we're ready to run.